All right, OpenSea is a very cool website that allows you to buy and sell virtual goods online, which are, virtual land parcels, virtual stamps, these ENS names. And these ENS names have gotten very popular. They're selling for a lot of money. And what these little shop.eh, if you go to etherscan.io/address, you can see that I've got my address in here already. chris.bell.eth. This is my Ethereum address. These are the tokens that I hold, and I can sell and I can buy new tokens on OpenSea right here. So the ENS auction has been going pretty crazy so that people can buy an ENS name and then resolve it to their Ethereum address. So instead of typing in this address right here, most times when you go to someone's Ethereum address, it looks just like this. And this is the address that you would copy and paste to send money to. But it goes to the exact same spot, see 4.825, and you go chris.bell.eth. It goes to the exact same D address. So I can point this to you if you want to. I can show you how to do this stuff. And this is the auction going on right here. And if you click on expiring soon, you can see the 4-letter or digit, 4-character names that are going off right now. If you buy one of these, you can own it inside your Ethereum address right here. You can see down at the bottom, ERC 721 tokens, Ethereum name servers. Yes, I have 363 different names. Some of them are longer, but I was getting a lot of 5 and 6 character. I have about 150 of the 5 and 6 character names. But anyways, this is the auction, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing with this. I took this a step further, and I bought bell.eth. I haven't been going after too many of these short names. Come on. Here it is. I have Bell token too, but I bought this one and it was expensive. It was 3 Ether, but I have an idea with it, and I'm starting to roll the idea out right now. I am going to be selling subdomains. There's a lot of people with the last name Bell that might want a.bell or b.bell or jeff.bell, or and make it really simple to buy a nice clean name, jeff.bell.ether, and you can send money to them. A lot of the jeff.bell is probably already taken, even though it's a little bit longer. jeffbell.eth is probably already taken. Those short names were pretty popular before the shorter ENS names started going for sale, the 4, 5, and 6 characters. Anything over 7 characters is probably already gone. So Jeff Bell is probably taken. If he wanted jeff.bell at this point, he can buy it from me for cheap, and if I can sell a bunch of these at 0.05, I can make the money back, and I can just resolve jeff.bell to his address for him, and I'll hold this for as long as I can. So what I did was I went to develop in OpenSea, click on storefront manager, create a new store, and you just type in a little bit of information. You put a big picture here, you name your store, and then you can start creating new tokens, and I'll show you right now. So I'm creating all of these new tokens under Bell. I'm coming to PowerPoint first. I'm in PowerPoint. This is just a box that I created. I colored it blue, and this is a text box, and I'm making these little, so I did Q already. Q, U, let's do Quinn. Is that how you spell Quinn? Yes. Quinn, and I highlight it, right click, save as picture. It needs to be a perfect square. Quinn dot, I'm just saving it as Quinn. So now I save that picture here into this folder of names, and then you come back over to this and you want to add a new one. I've already added a bunch of these. Create new, and this is the only information you need. A 350 by 350 picture, which is recommended, they're saying. So I click on this and it brings up my pictures, and I want to go to Quinn, which I just created, upload, and the name of it is going to be quinn.bell.eth. The external link goes to the ENS page to show you how much and what the address actually is. Watch. So this is what I was just showing you. I had Chris Bell right here like this, and now this is going to be quinn.bell.eth. So now this address is going to say invalid because I haven't resolved it to anything, but it's just like this, Chris Bell. Once I point this to the address that buys the token, then it will no longer say invalid address, it will show their address, and quinn.bell will be pointing to their address for them. So once they buy that, I'm going to just add the description that I have here too. I'm doing a generic description saying exactly what I'm going to do when you purchase one of these NFTs from me. It's going to send me an email and say that somebody bought it, and once somebody bought it, I'm going to see the address that bought it, and the address that bought it is going to be the address that I resolve this to. There's no need to communicate with anybody who buys one of these. The ENS name will only resolve to the token owner, no alternate addresses. You cannot email them and say, hey, can you start doing it to this, because I don't know if you're the owner when you email me. You can say that you are, but I have no idea if you actually are. So I will only resolve this to the address. If you want it to resolve to a new address, then just transfer this token to that address so that I know that you have access to that address and the private key, and then I will resolve it to that address. But whoever owns this NFT will be getting the resolve of this to that Ether address. So this is what you're getting. I submit this, it's going to confirm it. This means that it's being confirmed on the blockchain. This is more than ink. This is engraved into the blockchain. I'm going to do it fast. It's kind of expensive right now. I don't normally do this. I usually wait a little bit longer, but for the video, I'm going to do it a little bit faster. So confirm the transaction, and hopefully it goes through pretty quick. But I continuously, so I've gone to Q, I'm going to do R next, and I'm going to make a couple R names, then I'm going to do S, and I'll make a couple S names. But if somebody sends me an email or talks to me on Discord and says that they want a certain bell name, I can do it really quick, and I can just set it up. And I'm charging, so you can see actually on OpenSea. Let's go to OpenSea again, different tab. I'm just waiting for this to confirm on the blockchain. And I'm going to show you Bell. So once you create your token, I created the token, I uploaded the image, and now I am a token. I am on OpenSea because OpenSea allowed me to create these tokens, and they confirm it on the blockchain. So this is confirmed. My last transaction is confirmed for Quinn. I'm going to have Quinn available in a second. Now I am doing 0.25 for one letter, 0.2 for two letter, like Mr. Bell and Dr. Bell, 0.2. And then anything that's 3 letters is going to be 0.15. And then anything that's 4 letters is going to be 0.1. And then everything 5 letters and above is going to be 0.05. So I feel that these ones are a little bit more popular. There's only 26 different combinations, unless you include numbers, 0, 1, 2, up to 9, then you can have 10 more, so 36 total available. And someone, you know, named Ken, or another person with a K first name, Carl, might want the K, and it's more valuable. So if not, they can just email me and ask for Carl or Kenny, and Kenny's only 0.05, so I'll add that right on for them. So let's go back to the storefront manager. Here's Quinn. We're done with that. Let's hope that it works. Sometimes for some reason it's not showing all of the information, but it worked perfect. Oh no, that's not it. It's Quinn right here. So this is your token right here. This should be owned by me. I created all of these tokens, so it should be in my items, Quinn. It's not there yet, but it might take, oh, there it is. So I have Quinn right here. I'm going to put it for sale for 0.05. Like I said, anything that's more than 5 characters or 5 characters is 0.05. So that's what I'm going to sell it for. And once you buy this, there's no annual fee. There's, you just buy it once from me. I resolve it to that address. And if you sold it to somebody else, I would change the address from your address to their address because it's been moved on the blockchain. Once your address, your token, this is a token. You can see number 42. This token can be transferred. So I can just, if I have one actually that's not for sale, I can show you. No, this one's not for sale. So this one's not for sale, so I can gift it to another address, which is just maybe another one of my addresses. So I just send this to my address. It only costs 5 or 10 cents for an Ether transaction for the gas, and then you have your own token. But once this token is in a different address, then I will start resolving noah.bell to that new address. So you can still sell this on OpenSea to somebody else later on if you don't want it anymore. Or if somebody offers you something big for it, then give them, take the Ether, give them the token, and when the token is in their address, I will resolve noah.bell to that address, and you will no longer own it, and they will. So that's how subdomains are working, and I will be the one that controls it, and you pay me to do it, but there's no annual fee. Like I said, just buy it once, and when they buy it from you, I'll just resolve it to their address. It's no big deal. There's not really much maintenance for me, so I don't mind doing it. And that's what I'm up to with this Bell token. You can just, anyone can come to OpenSea right now and type in Bell token and check it out and check out these names. And if you want to buy one and hold it until someone else, I don't have to resolve it. You can just tell me not to, but either way, I'm going to set up the subdomain right away and resolve it to that address so that you can see it on the blockchain if somebody else types it in. If somebody comes here and types in recently sold, which I don't know why it's showing all of them have been sold, just because I created them. They haven't actually been sold. But if you click on this and you see that it's been sold, and then you try to go to it on Etherscan, you can actually, because when you click on this, this is the, oh, you can't see it, hold on. So when you click on this, it's going to go right to the a.bell. So I'm going to resolve it really quick. So it goes to your address that you're the token holder, and it's going to show your address. I can send all of it. If you buy 10 of these, I can send b.bell to the exact same address. So if you bought them all, then they would all be resolving to your address, and that's the link, and somebody would understand when they want to buy it from you that, oh, this is really cool. It's going to forward right to my name. I'm going to do that too. So check out the ENS names or the Bell token names. If I create a new one, I do have a couple more names that I might create, but I'm focused on this one right now. This is my last name, so it's more fun. It's more interesting for me to see some of these possibly sell. I know a lot of other people have that same name, so it's pretty cool, and we can create a little network together.